Good morning everyone, it has been 5 years since I uploaded my very first YouTube video, and I felt like it was probably a good time to talk about the process as well as the evolution or the improvement of my channel and how I got to where I am now, because I know there are a lot of people that are very excited about the NGS creator program, but they are worried about the requirements and how to get into the program because they don't think that they have enough ideas or the charisma and think that they don't have what it takes to become an NGS creator. And I'm here to tell you that you do have the capabilities to become an NGS creator very, very easily, and I'm going to tell you my experience. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So before I embarrass myself with all of my old videos, first things first, happy birthday, Sio. I know you've taken a week off. I hope you've had a fantastic vacation and been able to play a lot of PSO2 with your friends and everyone's just jamming out, chilling out. So happy birthday. But now it is time to jump down memory lane and embarrass myself. So you can see here that you can just filter all of my videos to the oldest ones. I have not deleted any of my old videos. You have full access to the entire arsenal of my very, very embarrassing and very, very bad videos back here. But I think it serves as a very good reference point or a stepping stone so that you guys know what to expect when starting out on YouTube. Everyone starts the same. You have 0 viewers, you have 0 uploads, 0 everything, okay? And so you start with the first video. And so slowly you accumulate the views. As you can see right here, don't be shocked when your first video comes out. You work super crazy hard on it and you get, 60 views, you get 50 views, whatever. It slowly accumulates. So you can see here that the first maybe, I want to say 100 videos that I've got are all within the hundreds of views. Sure, there are a few videos that do pop off. So for example, like the Dio video over here, but this is just pure memes. But for the majority of my videos, none of them hit to the thousands. The majority of them are, under 100. Some of these are under 100. And you can also see the evolution or the trend of my games over here. So you can see that I played a lot of Overwatch. I wanted to share my moments with them. And I played Final Fantasy 15. I think that's 15, right? Yeah, I played Final Fantasy 15. I worked really hard on this video, but no one gave a crap because it was boring to watch. And I learned a lot from this video on how to make things a little bit more interesting. And then you can see over here that I slowly moved to Blade and Soul. And Blade and Soul, I was getting some minor success. There was 18,000 views, 22,000 views. I was like, okay, cool. So maybe there's a market in Blade and Soul. And this is why I slowly moved over into Blade and Soul content. And I covered this game for almost 3 years, I want to say. But you can still see I do have the occasional Overwatch video, the PUBG videos, and I just experimented around. But the majority of the videos, as you can see here, was Blade and Soul. And this was when I went into the whole daily upload thing with Blade and Soul. And this was where I learned a lot about editing and just getting good at making videos because I had a lot of practice. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I am still learning. I'm still learning a crap ton about thumbnails, about timestamps, about titles, about just storytelling in general. Like, there is a lot of stuff that I am still really, really bad at, and I know my weaknesses and I'm working on them to become a better content creator. And this is just an ongoing process. You can see here that I was stuck on like under 1,000 views for the longest time ever. And it just took a very, very long time. A lot of perseverance as well as hard work and understanding that, hey, I'm in this for the long run. Don't expect instant success when you make your first video or you make your first 10 videos or whatever. It takes time. Sure, you might get lucky and immediately hit success, but for the majority of people, it takes a long time. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, let us watch one of my very first videos. This was uploaded on September 20th, 2016. It was 5 minutes and 37 seconds long, and this video literally took me 6 months to edit. I'm still proud of this because I know how much work I put into it, but we're gonna watch this video together.
Hey, look, on the table it says Reinhardt.
A few moments later.
Not anymore.
Hello.
Sorry.
I'll defense matrix anything that shoots you, I see.
Whoa.
Oh shit, I can't defense matrix that.
Oh! You fucking liar!
That was fair?
Yeah, it was there.
Bye bye.
Yo, bye, Gilbert!
Bye.
Fuck you, Bastion. See you, nerd.
Alright, get the passion.
Oh, I thought it walked so. Oh. Oh, pitch out. Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, 12.
Number 1 NA.
Well, I mean, there's friendly fire in CS, not in this game.
Unless you drill a bunch of bullets into the fucking reflecting Genji. While me and Gilbert are standing like right there.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So I just want to pause over here and let you guys know for each of these pews, I literally had to map them out one at a time because I was using Movie Maker instead of like Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve. I didn't have that software back in the day. I didn't even know that existed. But yeah, I had to do this frame by frame, pixel by pixel. And yeah, it was a lot of work. Just this scene alone took like, I want to say maybe 5 hours? 6
Try
hours?
the Mercy. I don't know how to play Mercy, guys. Oh wait, I watched your video. I know how to play Mercy. Oh, high ground. Dude, fly up so I can fly up. Oh, high ground.
You recording, bro?
Yeah,
Did you film the part where Gilbert abandoned us?
I didn't abandon you.
You did! You ran left and right, avoiding me and KJ.
you can see here, I'm like, Gilbert!
I don't think that's fair.
Guys, you suck.
What's new?
I never have a good chance.
They have a
Yo, res when I
teleporter.
got. Hanzo on the top.
Killed him. I killed him.
Okay, good.
They're on the right, there's a lock. There's 3 of them.
Yo, you're gonna die.
He's a bastard.
I see it was like, all 200 bullets into ice. I can't crouch with D.Va.
You just got to believe, bro. You gotta believe you're crouching.
I'm just gonna do my spin around
I'll sit here and play video games.
while our team is like fighting evil. And someone's coming from the left. I'm still spinning. So come to the point if you guys want to heal.
What if I don't?
You don't have to come here.
Flawless logic.
Stay away from me.
You need to learn how to like really find you.
They're coming. Wow, that trickster's like.
Reaper's behind you again? Yes. I got him.
Shut up. That was so loud.
I thought your game sound was super low, man.
It is low. It's a different frequencies over here.
What? What? I guess. I don't know. I'm not.
And I don't know who the we're all equally bad.
Give me the damage buff, you know?
What the fuck kind of question is that?
I want AFK. Give me the damage, please.
Oh, please.
Thank you.
Suck a dick. Ooh, I see.
Oh, I see the hard
So pro. Teach me. Oh, fuck me! Oh, correct. Trash tier. I offer lessons for $5 an hour.
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Do I hear their Widowmaker?
Yeah. Second floor.
Hey, you're a tree. What the fuck? Gilbert, come here. I want to see you.
What?
Are you a tree?
Check this out.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
I just hide in this tree.
oh my god.
I totally don't see this.
I'm not there.
Going straight for you like that.
Oh, I got poison.
Yes, this was back in the day where teabagging was acceptable.
Oh, yes, I got him! The last second!
Whew, that was close.
Good job, Gilbert. Good job.
20 health, I'm 20 health.
I have 1 health, dude!
Alright, Gilbert. Teabag gives you the E.
Anyone is good if you're good. In other news, water is wet.
Alright, I'll make an opening.
Or I could just YOLO my way in. It's in! It's in! Okay, we need to push.
Okay, oh, please. Can someone call a doctor?
There's 2 Genjis behind us.
Fucking Owen! Dying, dude!
This is
What
going.
the fuck are they doing?
2,000 years later.
These 2 Genjis are still here. Oh, it's okay.
So, they're not really helping, like...
And there we go, that was the very first video that popped off on my channel. So, do you know why it popped off? I can name several factors. However, the first thing is I spent a lot of time editing. I literally spent 6 months editing that one video. So yes, there is a level of polish to it. However, on top of that, it really captured the ambiance of the group. You could tell just from watching the video that we were good friends and that we were just playing on our off time, shooting the shit and just having a great time. And that rubs off to other people. If you're having a bad day, you watch a video like that, you feel a little bit better. And that is the purpose of this video. It was, okay, we had a really good game, or we had a bunch of really good games, and I take the highlights. So out of that 5-minute video that you watched, that was across the span of 300 hours of gameplay. I selected 5 minutes of the best clips, I consolidated it, edited it to make it sort of coherent, and just put all the highlights together. And thus I created something that was funny and that was interesting, and that is why I personally think that video did better than all of the other videos. All the other videos I was uploading at the time were getting like 50 to 60 views, somewhere between there, and this one suddenly pops off out of nowhere, 1,900. You know, it's a huge jump in views. So how does any of this apply to you, the aspiring creator who wants to become an NGS content creator or just a YouTuber in general? Well, the number one thing I would recommend is to just make more videos. Get the practice, put things out there on the YouTube channel, and learn from your mistakes. If you're constantly on the planning stage and never executing anything, such as recording a video or editing a video or publishing a video, then you're not really gaining that much experience and that much knowledge. Because for me personally, I learn best from hands-on experience. And this is why I force myself to do daily uploads. That way I have a very strict time constraint where it's like, okay, I've only got 24 hours to make the best video I can. However, this does not mean that I only make one video a day. I have multiple videos in the pipeline. For example, my leveling series of my Ship 4 character, this was a multi-part series which took 77 hours to make. So how did I do that? Well, on the weekend, I would record multiple videos, 3 to 4 videos, and then that way during the weekdays, I have time to edit them down and schedule the videos so that there's constantly a stream of daily uploads. And then when this big video is ready, then I upload it onto the channel, but I don't publish it because I know that, hey, this is a multi-part series and people are going to want to watch the second part after they finish the first part. So I need to schedule it smartly so people are anticipating for the next episode. And that way people have some consistency, it's still fresh on their mind, they still remember what on earth is going on, and that way this series has a conclusion. But now I know a lot of content creators, especially in the NGS realm, are always thinking, Caro, how do you get so many ideas to do daily uploads? It's like impossible. Well, actually on my Discord server, I have a channel called Secret. Over here, I write down literally any idea that comes into my head. When an idea comes into my head, I immediately write it down. And you can see here, there are tons and tons of ideas where I literally just write everything down, and if I got sources that I need to like remind myself of stuff, I put that in. And this is basically my cheat sheet. So whenever I need new ideas or anything, I can just look over here and just scroll through and see if there's any video ideas I have not done yet. And there's plenty of video ideas written over here, which I have not actually made into a video yet, simply because the timing might not be right, or maybe the video idea is outdated and it would need to be tweaked or have its own little twist to make it a little bit more interesting. But you can see that I can keep scrolling up. You can see I have thousands of ideas I wrote over here. You can keep going up right here and there's just more. and it just doesn't stop. So this is how I come up with video ideas. Whenever, inspiration hits me, I write it down. And that is the very first step of my creation process of finding a topic. That is the number one thing that I need to do first, because if I don't have a topic, then there is no purpose to the video. Every video I make always has a purpose, always has a point of what do I want to convey to you, the audience. And if it doesn't have a point, then I don't know how to make a video, because that is the very first step for my creation process. Now, everyone's creation process is different. You don't need to copy mine, obviously. But for me, it's once I get the idea, I understand, okay, I want to convey these messages to my audience. For example, it's an update video. Okay, what is new in this update? So I write everything down. There's a new mission pass, there's a new relentless training. What else is new? I write it all down. And that way, when I'm recording the video, I can just look over, immediately check mark, boom, 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 and I can just start talking. And that way the video is coherent and everything flows smoothly as I move through all the talking points, which makes my editing life a lot easier since I'm not editing a jumbled mess of just random ideas. I used to do that. I didn't script my videos before, so I would literally just click record. I would have like a simple idea of like, oh, we're gonna be talking about what is new in this update. And I would literally just try to figure out what is new in the update live while I was recording, and it caused a lot of dead air, which made editing take a lot longer because, well, I didn't know what I was talking about half the time. And then I would have to take like parts that I said near the end of the video, put that in the beginning, and it would just make my editing process a lot longer than it really needed to be. So planning ahead will save you a ton of time. However, that is only part 2 of my creation process. Part 3 is I personally need to be invested and enthusiastic about it. If I don't care about it, I won't make a video about it. I learned this the hard way because before I cared so much about the numbers. I was like, bro, I need these numbers. I need the views. I need the subscribers, blah, blah, blah. And every creator goes through this phase. Every single creator will go through that phase where you hyper focus on the numbers and you get depressed and you're comparing yourself with others. You get jealous of others. You get mad at others. You're like, oh man, these creators are stealing my ideas. That's why it's affecting my numbers or my subscriber count. And I can promise you every creator goes through this phase. But at the end of the day, it's about how good your video is. Because if another content creator, quote unquote, steals your video idea, the way that they make that video is going to be drastically different from how you make your video. And a lot of people make the mistake of, oh, Caro's already made a video about the Braver, so I shouldn't make a Braver guide because Caro's got a Braver guide. But that's not the case. Other people will still watch your video because they want a different perspective. Maybe some people don't like the way that I presented my Braver guide. You know, they're like, oh, Caro, you're just reading the descriptions. It's boring. It's monotone. It's just not my style. I want to know how to play the class. So maybe those viewers will prefer your video as you talk more in depth about a specific class, about specific mechanics, stuff like that. Because everyone's perspective as well as their approach to a specific thing is always different. Even patch notes. A very easy way to compare the different presentation styles is look at Gemma's style versus my style. We both cover PSO2 content, however, our presentation styles are drastically different. And you can just compare our videos side to side and you'll know that, hey, some people prefer Gemma's presentation style, other people prefer my presentation style. But at the end of the day, most people are gonna watch both content creators because they just like both styles. A great example that I like to use all the time is fast food. So let's just say that I'm Burger King and Gemma is McDonald's. So there's a lot of people that are diehard Burger King fans. There's a bunch of people that are diehard McDonald's fans, but the majority of people are like, it's fast food. I'll take either. If Burger King is closer to me and more convenient, I would eat Burger King. But if McDonald's is closer, then I would eat McDonald's. So as a creator, my best piece of advice would be focus on yourself and try to make the best video that you can at the time. Because listen, at the very beginning, 5 years ago, I had a blue Snowball. That was the very first microphone that I ever bought. My PC was a really old computer. I was editing on like a 2010 MacBook Air. So MacBook Air back then was run by Intel. It had like the 2 fans and yeah, it was very slow. Like rendering that 5-minute video that we just watched, that took like overnight. It took like 12 hours to render that 5-minute video. And this was 1080p too. It's not something crazy like, you know, 4K or anything. It just took forever to render, and yeah, it just really sucked. It probably was because I was running Windows on a MacBook Air, which probably isn't very smart. But either way, the point being, you do the best with what you have, all right? Don't try to go out of your way and being like, oh, I should buy all of this gear. I need these webcams. I need this monitor. I need a double PC setup. I need this crazy expensive microphone, blah, 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 blah. Just make do with what you have. You know, do it as a hobby. That way there's no stress. You're just doing it for fun, and it shows through the video. If you're having fun, people can tell from watching the video that you're having fun. When you're in a bad mood and you're recording, people can tell that you're in a bad mood. And so I feel like it's more beneficial to have fun while creating content and just putting content out there for everyone to enjoy. So I've been rambling on for 45 minutes so far. So what the hell is my point? What's the conclusion over here? Well, in conclusion, if you want to be a creator, go for it. Seriously, just go execute, upload videos, and learn from each video. The views aren't going to be crazy, but that's okay. It's a learning process. You slowly get better at video editing, as well as talking in front of the camera, as well as presentation, as well as storytelling. They become better as you practice the art more and more, because that's just how things work. If you do a specific job every day, you just naturally get better at it over time. And so don't stress out. If you don't get accepted to the NGS Creator Program this month, don't worry, apply next month and just keep applying to it and keep going hard on the content creation. Sure, you can't do daily uploads because, you know, daily uploads is difficult. Maybe do weekly uploads. If weekly uploads is too difficult, do monthly uploads. If monthly uploads are too difficult, do one upload every 2 months. If you can't do an upload every 2 months, well, I don't know what to say unless your video is like a banger. Like, let's say that you upload once a year, but it gets like, you know, 1 million+ views. Then sure, go ahead, you know, you're just god tier by then. But for me, I do daily uploads, I learn from my mistakes, and I slowly get better and better at video creation. And this is just how I do things. But you don't need to copy me, because your situation is very different from my situation. And so is every other content creator situation. So what's the takeaway here? Just do it. Just make a video, throw it out there, and see how it does. I promise you, your first video is gonna do but as you get more and more practice, the views will come. You need to be consistent though. Consistently once a week, consistently once a month, it doesn't matter. The more you upload, the faster you'll get the views. That's all I can tell you, because, well, you put more stuff out there, right? People will notice you. Am I the best NGS creator of all time? No, obviously not. There are much better content creators out there, but they just don't upload as regularly. And so when their videos come out, it's like, whoa, it's a banger, it's amazing. But the quantity is small, so it's going to take a little bit longer for them to grow their viewer base, to grow their views, to grow their subscribers, to grow everything, right? I'm uploading every single day, so my videos are plastered everywhere on YouTube. Well, because I'm uploading every single day, and that's just how it is. But don't let that discourage you. I really want more creators to make PSO2 content so that more people know about this game and enjoy this beautiful game with us together. Now, I know some of you guys are asking, Carol, I don't know of any other content creators other than you and Gemma. Who else creates content for PSO2? Well, lucky for you, I have a video coming out next week where it's the biggest collaboration I have ever done. It's like literally with like 8 or 9 people. And yeah, it's a difficult video to edit. It's gonna take some time. Do or die, I will upload this video next week and share it with you guys. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it interesting. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome? For the hills